Good morning, or good evening, depending on where you are on planet Earth. This is the Mark and Pires Show, day 1,851 in a row. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What are we going to do today, Mark? Same thing we do every day, Joanne. Stop wheezing, first of all. Anyway, guys, we had an amazing show last night. You missed it? Because I looked, not many people have seen this, but this was an insane night, and you need to understand what happened last night. Every once in a while, I'll create a feature film. I'll create a really amazing comedy scene like Shark Tank or Scammer Payback. Last night, I filmed a brand new Scammer Payback. It's episode 2. I haven't watched it yet. I'm going to be downloading it today and see if I can edit it into a piece of content for you this Saturday. It's ready. I'm not cutting anything out of it. I think it was a great improvisation. All I have to do is add the other parts. I have to add Joanne. I have to add the Tim, I think is the guy I came up with in the moment. We make up everything in the moment. Actually, before the show, I left the name of the caller to the people in the chat. I said, who's it going to be? Julie, Brenda, Joanne. And I didn't say Joanne because we have a Joanne and she wheezes. So I don't want another wheezer. We already have one. So they picked Judy again because Judy was the name of the person who scammed me back in Scammer Payback 1. So, of course, it was a double-decker style. Judy got me again. You have to go check it out, guys. It's on my YouTube. Go check it out. Link in the bio. If you can, turn on all notifications. We're here twice a day, 9 a.m., 9 p.m., just trying to see if we could lift each other up with some positivity and talk about some things going on in the world that are maybe negative, but put a positive comedic spin on it. We're going to roll through a bunch of news stories is what we've been doing in the morning, so please do me a favor and head over to YouTube to watch this. My friend Salmon in the house. How are you, buddy? Modoc Roughstock, Barella. Oh, what a start to the day when I see you guys. Salmon tried to call a little while ago, but I'm trying to get set up for the stream. I got stuff going on with phone calls. I'm a real estate agent, if you guys don't know. During the day, I sell real estate, so when I'm not on the air, I'm out there hustling, trying to see if I can get new listings, get new buyers. Speaking of, if you are a buyer or a seller, you're looking for an agent to represent you, let me know. I've been selling real estate for 15 years, and that is something I'm very passionate about. When I'm out working for my clients, negotiating for my clients, I'm just as into that as I am when I'm here with you guys being passionate in the moment. I live in the moment always. You know, my son and I were talking about how it's very Buddhist, a lot of the things that I, stand for. But I wouldn't say I'm just more of, I respect people and I respect this moment very much. So we live in it. We're going to have a lot of fun right now. Let's get into some news and let's see where we go with that. Salman, we have to have a chat. I said if you wanted to call in anytime, the phone number here is 203-903-2255, which is 903-CALL, 203-903-CALL if you ever wanted to give a ring to the Mark and Pires Show. Sorry, I point to Matt Zabrowski because he gives us a woohoo. Zabrosk. Woohoo! I pay him for that. I pay Zabrowski for a woohoo. Every day he comes in, woohoo, thank you, Zabrosk, lifting everybody up a level, right? You're there, you're sitting, I'm like, what are we doing now? Guys, you finally on TikTok get to see Joanne. That's Joanne back there. She's a Wheezy McGee. Every once in a while, we're in the middle of a show, and Joanne, can you please keep the wheeze down? Guys, fine, that was me, whatever. I'm here, I'm doing it. So Joanne is a wheezer. We have a little sound effect, which is, of course, I recorded that one day because we need a wheeze. We're always talking about our wheeze, but we have to be able to represent the wheeze in real time. So guys, news of the day, let's get into it. I like to pull up Yahoo because there's a lot of stupid stories, and I just think it's funny, right? So let's see, I'm going to pull you guys onto the screen. This is how it works. If you could head over to YouTube, you're going to see the screen. And we're going to scroll together. We're going to look at some news stories. We'll have a couple laughs. And then we're going to play a new song. I want to get you excited about something. Many of you know about the song Touch the Stars. It's one of my newer songs I just put out a couple weeks ago. And every time I play it for you, I add an extra beat seat. I just jamming out in the background on the BeatSeat, which, if you don't know, I invented the only drum in the world for guitar players and for solo musicians. It sounds like a drum kit, but it's one box. You can play it with your entire body. It's the only full body drumming experience on planet Earth, and I have the patent for it. So if you want to order one, you can go to beatseat.rocks and get one. So every time during this jam, TikTok's watching me, they can't even see the BeatSeat because I'm on green screen, but I'm jamming out in this thing. They see me with these sticks, and it sounds like a drum kit. And so last night after the show, I'm working on the BeatSeat, and in between the cuts, I'm actually trying to get glue to settle because it's so cold. And I come upstairs and I'm like, you know what? I think I should add that BeatSeat in on Touch the Stars. So we're going to play that for you in a little while. But we have one additional piece added to the track you love. And then I'm thinking, and again, this is just where I'm going, I may today, even during the show, play that for you because I can do that now. And I may add another part. I'm thinking about adding either an organ or a trumpet or something in there as another layer, another guitar, just a riff in there, something during the chorus part. We're gonna produce this track to be the greatest version of Touch the Stars it could ever be, and then we're gonna release it on the next album. And then I'm thinking we may have to do that with all 13 songs on this new album coming up. So when you guys get this new album, it's not just the recording I dropped for you after I edited it. It's completely edited with a production around it, with all these other parts. And there's only one musician playing everything. So that's what we're going to do. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So I hope you guys are excited about the little news section here. We're going to get into it. Then we'll get to the Touch the Stars and adding another section. And I'll take the guitar out and we'll roll on that. Let's see what we have here. This is news of the day. Can we open it up, Joanne? Joanne, please, seriously. You know, guys, like, right? I'm trying to do the work. God almighty, Joanne. Oh. You know, Joanne, it's times like this. Nothing else. I'm just saying it's times like this, you know? Let's see. We're going to move me on the screen so at least I'm not blocking the news stories. There we go. Guys, if you're not on YouTube to watch it, you can't see it. You're just going to hear me talking, which is fine. It's still going to be funny, but it's funnier if you see Joanne right behind me while I do the news here with the news story with this guy. This is like Attila the Hun over here. I don't know what he's doing. Let's find out. We're getting into the news. Joanne, news of the day. Court clears way for Alabama inmate to be executed by unproven method. They're doing any unproven methods. I can tell you about an unproven method. Guys, go get it. Protect Grandma. That was an unproven method. Guys, what do we got here? Netflix scraps Halle Berry movie after filming completed. That's pretty well. You got to see that because you finished the movie. It's not easy to do a movie. I've done 9 of them, and they're not easy to do. Actually, I improvised them, so there's really no pre-planning at all on my part. They pre-plan. 6 months planning. Got to get the location. Scouting locations. You know, Halle Berry. Let's see. People can confirm that the project was met with multiple post-production delays. She's 96 now. She filmed it when she was young and vibrant. Now she's a great-grandma. She's seeing the grandkids off to school first day. Yeah. She's got the walker. Halle Berry. You guys... That's what happens when you take too long in delaying the process to get the movie out. Netflix has canceled the release of Halle Berry's sci-fi film, The Mothership. People can confirm the project had wrapped up filming being it had wrapped up filming after being announced in February 2021. Multiple post-production delays, reshoots would have involved kids who have aged. Halle, yeah. Guys, she doesn't believe in doing any of the Botox, which I'm with. You know, that's poison. Botulism, it's literally poison. Put it in your face. Guys, age gracefully. All right? Age gracefully. That's what they did back in the day. Maybe you could be like Sophie Loren and just age gracefully into the night, you know. Anyway, that's just my 2 cents on botulism. Guys, people can confirm the project had wrapped. We already did that part. The movie was written and directed by Matt Chairman, who brought The Bridge of Spies to us. You know, I don't know if you remember. I didn't even see that one. I don't know about you guys. Bridge of Spies. That was a good one, I guess, because I never heard of it. According to the film's logline, Barry starred as Sarah Morse, a woman whose husband mysteriously vanishes from their rural farm. I think this is a case of the Shans. You have to get a detective out there, preferably wearing Shans, in order to get all of the information for you. Guys, that's another comedy movie I'll be putting out. It's called Grimm. If you saw Grimm, the TV show, Wolf, one of our family members here, she said, "You look like the guy from Grimm." I said, "Really? Let's do a little Grimm comedy." And we turned it into a full feature film. So I wear hands that are covered with shoes. We call them Shans. And I could run twice as fast as every other human, to catch the Grimm, the mysterious, supernatural demons that are taking over Seattle. I'm starving. My freaking stomach is growling like a moe. I apologize for that. Joanne, I should have blamed it on Joanne. Joanne, can you stop your growling stomach? It's destroying the production. Barry signed a deal to star and produce in new films with Netflix in November 2021. And Barry's still working on streaming media company. That's a little Hammerlin. I should put the mustache on. I didn't put the mustache on. I could have done Hammerlin Jameson for you today. That would have been fun. If you guys don't know who Hammerlin Jameson is, he's basically like Anchorman 2024. And guys, when you are the 2024 Anchorman is Hammerlin Jameson. Hammerlin Jameson doing the news, drinking my Jameson. And we're getting trashed. As Dominic Hammertoppen purpose, entertained haben hinged. Sorry. I forgot this was in English. Right? We could do Hammerlin. Maybe tomorrow. I'll bring out Hammerlin Jameson to do the news in the morning. You guys want to see that? Guys, he's a drunk. And he starts speaking other languages, which probably aren't languages. And then he says, "I thought this was in English." There's nothing better than Hammerlin Jameson. Except maybe Wayne Doppler, tallest man alive. That's my other creation. Also creator of the Doppler 5001, coming out in the fall of 2029. Guys, he hits his head on every building structure. He can't go in without rolling in. Poor Dops. So can we get back to the news? Hallie, sorry, don't know what happened to you there. Oh, hold on, let's go back. Did you see this? There's a video here with her. If you guys don't know this, her is an owner of the BeatSeat, my invention. She ordered one I built it for her before the pandemic, a lithium field to rival South America and Australia. But that's an ad, guys. That's an ad by the Wall Street Star. We stay away from those. We're not down with ads, because then it's like you get that rabbit hole. They give you 3 lines. You're like, next, and you got to keep going. There's some stupid, creepy, like music in the background. South America and North America. Push next. You do next. And then it's like, or in the same continent structure. Push next. Next. They have land. You're like, what the freaking heck? I get it. Those ads on Yahoo. Back to it, Joanne. I've lived in Scotland my entire life. Here are 6 traditions I grew up with that American friends find surprising. I don't really care, sorry. I would read it if I cared, I just don't. Video of father risking child safety for photo sparks outrage online. Some folks should never procreate. Again, okay, what, the guy took a picture while his kid was sitting by a set of stairs? All right. That one's scary. Okay, he was holding on to the stair, on the railing. But he's small. People, A warning shot. Maggie Haberman explains why Donald J. Trump winning big league. I'm gonna attack Kelly back a day. Are you kidding me? I'm here. I'm winning big leagues. Joanne's back there wheezing. Joanne. Can you keep the wheeze down, Joanne, please? We're in the process. Pressure, lady. Are you kidding? GOP draws the line at Donald J. Trump, the most head-scratching way of winning big league. He's winning big league, guys. And you just want to let it happen, I think. Greg Gutfeld says slur word is now acceptable after ex-GOP rep uses it on air. Should we read it? You got me, Gutfeld. Sometimes Gutfeld gets me. You know, I'm like, okay, I'll check out that story. And it's a HuffPost, guys, so you know it's real. Oh, goodness. Former GOP Congressman Lee Zeldin on Wednesday used retardation. I'm going to leave that one up on the screen. I don't think it's okay to say that one. How about we say, we try to come up with an acronym for it, like WETAD, right? Lee Zeldin on Wednesday used WETAD. Todd, did you do that, buddy, over there, right? On Fox to describe Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's host said, is that okay? You can now say that. Okay, it's okay, Gutfeld said. I don't know, guys, I can't do this story because it's not okay to say that word, you know? And you guys know what word it is. We, Todd, did, you know? That's funny. My brother did that when I was a kid. I was like 12. And he goes, say this really fast. And I was like, what? And so I should write it down so you guys to see it. So it said, we, Todd, Todd, D-I-D. And he goes, says, I am. So it's like, I am, we, Todd, did. And so, like, you're looking at it, you see all these letters, these words, and they don't really say it, but it's sort of, it sounds exactly like it. So you're reading it like, I am, we, Todd, and you're saying it. And you realize that taking the re and making it we really makes you sound like there's something wrong, and you're just reading a piece of paper. The other one he said was, I am, this was a good one because we talk about Sleep Sofa Joe. I am Sofa King. We, Todd, did. You know? And so I'm reading that really loud in front of the whole family. And I'm reading it like Shakespeare. It's so funny. He goes, read this out loud. I go, I am Sofa King. And it was the funniest thing in the world. And it took me like a couple of seconds, a beat or two to realize, obviously, because it's like you're saying these words and they're laughing hysterically. Then I look at it and I'm like, oh my goodness. It's so funny how a play on words, really, it's like everything's a play on words. And even the way the words we use on a daily basis, all of these words are like structured specifically because there's a cult meaning to a lot of things that we use on a daily basis. So let's get back to this. Gutfeld says, I guess it's acceptable to say that. I don't think it is, but like I said, whatever. Biden's granddaughter slams Jesse Waters for ugly remark, crosses the line. Look, it's in the eye of the beholder, all right? If Jesse's not into you, you got to go with it, you know? Anyway, I don't think you should be picking on candidates' family members. You know, it's just like, whatever. An Amish family had their horse and buggy stolen from a Walmart parking lot while they were shopping. They should have just, you know, put on the steering wheel bar thing, you know? Like, you guys can't put on the alarm. Beep, beep. You walk away, you tell that horse, anybody besides me with the stupid beard comes back, you chew their leg off. Chew off their leg, right? Because you know me. Right? You know me, right? Eli, with the beard down to the floor, I trip on the beard. You remember that, right, horse? Right? That's when the horse confirms things, you know. You know it, right, horse? I'm the stupid bearded guy tripping on the beard. It smells disgusting in here. This thing, stuff dripping in it all the time. It's gross. You don't even want to come near me, horse. That's why you go, because you're just trying to get a breath of fresh air away from my dumb beard, right? Go Amish. Let's see what happened with this family and their... And they're, this guy doesn't have a beard, apparently. I think that's when you're married. Once you're married, you get the dumb beard, that you have to dread at a certain point. It's so long. You're not allowed to cut it. So you have to dread it and roll it around the ears a couple times. Oh, to be Amish. Anyway, in Amish. Guys, I make comedy out of everything. I'm sorry. I'm here living in the moment, just joking about whatever I think is silly. So I hope I'm not offending any Amish people out there. You may have a very, very nice, tidy beard. You may be coming across and be like, I'm Amish. I don't have a stupid beard that I trip on that smells disgusting, that I can't even wash with a pumice stone. And that's good. I'm not saying every one of the Amish has that going on, I'm just thinking this guy does. Yeah? You got to envision. You got to imagine that Eli over here has that beard just kind of rolled over, because if it falls, he's tripping. He's tripping. So here we go back to Eli and his ridiculous beard. An Amish family in Michigan had their horse and buggy stolen from a Walmart parking lot. The horse and buggy were later recovered a little more than 2 miles away. The suspect, a 31-year-old woman, was charged with larceny as well as larceny of livestock. An Amish family had the horse. We already got that line out. While they were inside shopping, they added one little bit, Joanne. Joanne, I'm sorry. I'm here trying to do the news. Can you please keep the wheeze down? The Sturgis Department of Public Safety in Michigan said in its news release that the police were called to the Walmart in Sturgis, about 150 miles west of Detroit, on Saturday to report of a stolen horse and buggy and of a ridiculous guy walking around pissed off. Beard you could smell from a mile away. A truck driver who was parked in the lot told the police that he saw a woman stealing the buggy. He provided the description of the suspect. Later that evening, the horse and buggy were found a little more than 2 miles away. Did we already said this part? Joanne, can you kind of edit these stories for me when I'm reading them live in the moment here? I'd love it if you can get into the future, maybe 20, 30 seconds into the future, Joanne. You edit the story, then repopulate it here on Yahoo. So when I read it, it doesn't have the same crap over and over. Get to it, Joanne. All right? You figure it out. With that wheeze. I figure that wheeze opens up a portal of some sort. I've seen you do it. Back to the Future, Mark. My 8th feature film. Which was so silly, it's not even worth watching. It's so silly. That's how silly it is. The official said a 31-year-old who was not named had already been approached by the police earlier in the day at the same Walmart, but they didn't disclose the reason for the initial contact. She was charged with larceny. Larceny of livestock. Joanne, 3rd time we've said that now. You expect her, as the producer of the show, to produce more than a wheeze. And I realize what I'm probably doing here is I'm pointing in the wrong direction for everybody on YouTube, aren't I? No, I'm actually doing it right there. It works. It works today, guys. She's right behind me. We're doing it up. The wheeze. According to Amish America, Amish Culture and Communities, Michigan has the 6th largest Amish population in the United States. Smelling it up. You drive down the Amish community, you better wear that mask. That's the one time I'm like approving you to wear a mask. You go into a store, ton of people, don't wear the freaking mask. You're good. All right. You go through an Amish street, middle Michigan, right? Beards out like tilling. They're tilling the land. No go. Mask up, dude. You gotta get through that one. You don't want to pass out halfway through the ride. What the is that? Is that Joanne again? Her wheeze can also have a stench, just so you guys know. I mean, sometimes you're wondering, I know, but it's there. So the Amish family, guys, that's a story for us, right? The beard. Get that guy a wall, right? You get him a wall, hedge clipper style. Don't get him the one that does. You get him the one that goes. We got to cut that beard down. I'm thinking weed whacker first to get through the first 10 layers, right, of stench. That stench has a thickness to it. You try to go in with a wall, like, you're getting nowhere. It's like, you're hitting, like, it seems like you're going into metal. And you're like, wait a second, I thought that this is hair. I got the wall. I went to the barber one day. The barber's going, and they're doing it. Why can't I do it with my stupid, ridiculous beard? You know, that I've had since I was 7. Maybe they hit puberty earlier there. I don't know. But that, no good. You got to get one of those. If you want to cut through Eli's beard. Gosh almighty. He's complaining the entire tour like I'm not paying enough attention to him on stage. David Lee Roth launches bizarre attack on Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. Wolfgang Van Halen. He's complaining the entire tour like I'm not paying enough attention to him. David Lee Roth launches attack on Wolfgang Van Halen. Have you heard him play? Is he as good as his dad? I don't think so. Dude, that guy was sick. There was only one Eddie Van. So let's see what else we got here. Lindsey Graham threw Trump under the bus. I'm not winning big league with Lindsey Graham. No, look at him. He looks like a friggin' rat. Rat-faced Lindsey Graham. He looks like he's eating cheese. Somebody bring Lindsey Graham some cheese for that stupid rat face. Oh, look at the rat face lying. Lindsey Graham. Yeah, no, he's not winning big league in South Carolina this year. I'm putting my weight behind Tom. My man, Tom Murphy. He's winning big league. You just got a Trump endorsement for Tom Murphy. Tom, I don't know where you've been. He has a BeatSeat. But Tom needs to take the endorsement from Donald J. Trump and roll with it. You know, there's still some weight there on the Trump endorsement, you know. I have on my rider that I needed 2 bottles of fine red wine. I won't accept anything that costs less than $100. That's Jane's Addiction talking. Perry Farrell and Dave Navarro. You know, that's what they were doing there. I didn't know Navarro was part of Jane's Addiction. They're still playing. Jane's Addiction on Breaking Up, Getting Back Together, Tour Life, and The Lure of Beyonce. Look at Perry Farrell there. He's looking up and he's so into the moment. This is what an artist does. They sing from the soul. Navarro looks like he wants to kiss him. It's fine, Dave. We know you're just keeping that tongue in your mouth. You know, it's kind of, that's a lot. That's a lot right there. We might also like Perry Farrell Explains How Lollapalooza documentary, but I don't give a crap about that. Did you hear the new Mandela effect? That Tom Cruise doesn't have glasses anymore, risky business. I remember him taking them off. And he's like, you want me to do a little danceroo with my tighty whities? I'm going to do that. Now there's none. Britney Spears, no more microphone. She always had the microphone. I still see it in my head. No microphone. That's gone. Yeah, a lot of weird stuff going down out there, guys. A lot of weird stuff. CERN, if you're not concerned, you know, I'm very concerned, about that. Man whose 3 friends froze to death in his backyard after cheese games had nothing to do with the deaths. I want to show you something, because this is interesting that they said this. I saw last night, like, there's now conflicting stories. Remember when we were reading the story? And I was like, guys, there's something off here. There's 2 other friends now that are coming out saying, wait, no, I left, and they were all still alive. Another story I heard was that, and the brother of one of them said they were on something. So I'm wondering if it was fentanyl. Thank you, southern border, for keeping that out of our country. Daily Show trolls Jon Stewart over return with hilarious reminder. Don't give a crap. Seth Meyers shreds Joe Biden's campaign new anti-Trump merch. Okay. Nikki Haley taunts Trump over temper tantrum after he won New Hampshire. Of course, I'm here, winning big league. I do 7-hour freaking rallies. You're going to take a 2-second clip where I tell you your name's Nimrod? You know? What are we talking about over here? Ukraine floats the theory it may be tricked into shooting down a plane Russia says was full of Ukrainian POWs. I don't know. Comedian Brittany Smith says Armie Hammer gave her tattoos during their situationship. By tattoos, she meant he beat the freaking hell out of her, tattooed her real good. It could have happened. Why? I don't know, guys. Any of this stuff interesting? Let's just look real quick. I think we've got enough. Look at this guy. Look at my chest. All right, dude. Whatever. Longevity doctor shares his 10-minute morning routine to reduce stress and improve focus. That one I think is a good one, guys. Let's read it. A longevity doctor shares his 10-minute morning routine to reduce stress and improve focus. Anti-aging specialist Dr. Kien View said his morning routine helps promote health and longevity. He includes tuning into the Mark and Spire show every day for some live entertainment, comedy, and music, lifting you up a level. And there's also a woo-hoo. Joanne, they're talking about the woo-hoo. Yeah. Matt Zabrowski drives in from New York City every day to woo-hoo the audience, and that lifts you up a level. It's improving focus and reducing stress. He includes evidence like habits, exercise, breath work, meditation, and again, Mark Inspire's daily entertainment. It's a pill of happiness and entertainment. Again, we do a lot of the entertainment side of things. The routine is simple and easy to follow to reduce stress. A doctor who specializes in anti-aging says, start the day with 10-minute morning routine. We say an hour, the Mark Inspire show, but you could do 10. It's up to you. You just leave a comment, you turn on notifications, all that stuff. Do twice a day. So you can get it twice, Dr. View tells you here. Every moment in life, we have the opportunity to make a choice in how we show up. If you said this morning check, it shows several categories for boosting longevity with exercise, stress relieving breath work. So basically, okay, here we go. A day starts with a big glass of water and some sunshine. I say take your shoes off, put your feet on the earth, right? I don't do that enough, but I should. 5-minute exercise routine with Qigong and burpees. Does anybody know what the hell Qigong is? Qigong hops. Raise your shoulders up and down, then drop them around your body to balance as you're like a trampoline. Like that. Qigong hops. Qigong twists, like this. Guys, we're doing Qigong twists. I didn't know that's what it's called. I do that all the time. We're Qigong twisting it, twisting it. You twist, always like Qigong. We're in. Wow, I feel better already. Thank you, Dr. View. He ends with a round with 10 burpees. What the hell's a burpee, guys? That's a tutor. Joanne's mastered that one. We don't know. Okay. A few minutes of breath work helps set the tone for the day. Now, this is a big one. If you look at Win Huff, he talks about this. Okay, let's hear how he says to do this. Inhale through the nose, focusing on the belly and inflating the abdomen. Without exhaling, immediately inhale through the nose again, this time bringing the air into the chest. Exhale through the mouth. Repeat 10 cycles. Do the same pattern at double the speed. Next, take a deep breath through the nose and engaging the muscles of your body and hold for 10 to 15 seconds. He's basically talking about the Wim Hof method here, which I think is better than his. He explains it better. You just watch him do it with him. I'm going to do it right after the show. In fact, we should just do it together here. I'll freaking pass out live on the show. That would be something. He ends his morning routine with a short gratitude meditation. Gratitude. Mark Inspires. That's what we're here giving. I didn't pay attention to gratitude until my mid-30s. I felt like I needed more to feel more worthy, View said. Gratitude meditation can be as simple as taking 1 minute to focus on things in your life that you're grateful for. View said this causes changes in your body and brain that can boost health and longevity. For instance, evidence suggests gratitude releases feel-good hormones like oxytocin that reduce blood pressure and regulate other measures of physical and mental health. Every time we feel gratitude, there's a biochemical response that has anti-inflammatory benefits. Now, let's just look at that for a second. Every time you feel gratitude, there's a biochemical response. This reminds me of my fulfillment concept. Every time there's an act of kindness that comes out of you, there's a biochemical response I call fulfillment. You're filling your soul up, that barometer of good you need to do in order to get above what I would say is anxiety and stress and depression. It's all in your acts towards others. And this is interesting. Every time I feel gratitude, there's a biochemical response. Very cool. So thank you for that, Dr. View. Appreciate it. And I appreciate that you tune into the show. You're doing it with us here, you know. All right, last story of the day. What do we got? Tesla's on pace to shed $50 billion in market cap after Elon Musk's EV maker warning of slowing sales. Well, that's accurate. That is accurate. Whoa, okay, so we didn't get into this. It started our story and I just kind of rolled past. A jury recommended life in prison. Now he's set to be the first person executed by lethal gas. Ooh, let's see what he did to get that. You know, that's his way. You're going to get rid of. All right. In 1996, a jury recommended 11-1 that Kenneth Smith be sentenced to life without possibility of parole for his role in a murder-for-hire plot. He took the money. Shoeless Joe Jackson style. The judge overruled the jury and imposed a death sentence, a practice that is no longer legal. Now, nearly 3 decades later, the state of Alabama plans to use Smith as a test subject. Guinea pig, you know? You guys know what that's about. For a new execution method, death by inhaling nitrogen gas. That's got to suck. Isn't that like what happens when you go to like the moon? There's nitrogen or something up there. I don't know if there's anything actually. I think there's no atmosphere, so it's just vacuum of space. The state's decision to execute Smith by nitrogen hypoxia on Thursday, forcing him to breathe only nitrogen through a mask while depriving him of oxygen, comes after a failed attempt to kill him by lethal injection in November 2022. What? They tried to kill this guy already? And he just was like, I'm not going. I'm staying. I didn't kill enough. You can't get me. Look at this dude. Hold on. I can't see him. They showed him originally. What's this saying? I don't know why this won't play. Usually these, clips work. Anyway, guys, I'm going to read that part again and share this, please. The state's decision to execute Smith by nitrogen hypoxia on Thursday, forcing him to only breathe nitrogen through a mask while depriving him of oxygen. Okay, that's the plan. But it's like, why would you do that, guys? Why not just do whatever they always do? Well, that's because they failed a failed attempt to kill him. They tried to kill him. They used lethal injection. Shot him up. November 2022. He's like, is that all you got? You get any more? Bring it on. Attila the Hun. This guy looks like him. Although Alabama is one of the 3 states that has authorized executions using nitrogen gas, no state or federal government has actually carried out such an execution. Alabama switched its planned killing method in Smith's case after he fought in court to block the state from attempting to kill him again through lethal injection. I don't blame him. That must have smarted a little. You got a little sting afterwards. They literally try to shut your heart down and your lungs when they do that. So the fact that he lived through it, that is, it's like crimes against humanity right there to continue to do the same thing, I guess. I don't know. Murder for hire too as well. Like, how many people get away, or not only get away, but they serve 10 years or 15 years for stuff like this and they get out of prison. And this guy here is 20-something, 30 years. How long ago was this? That is 1996, I think they said, right? Yeah, 1996. He's been in jail for 25 years, 27 years. Put him in jail for life. You gonna murder the guy? Like, I don't know what else he did. I don't know. It seems weird that this guy's got to be the one who gets nitrogen murdered, But again, it could have been a very horrible case. I just feel like these people get off all the time. I'm not saying that that's good either, but people get off for murder after, they have a life sentence. They get out in 15 years, 20 years. They don't get killed twice. So anyway, let's see what happens here. Alabama switched its plan. And in addition to Smith, Alabama has failed to kill 2 other people it tried to execute with lethal injection in recent years. So they're freaking horrible at this. Like, some people are good at killing, but Alabama, no good. No good at killing their inmates. Even in lethal injection executions with no observable patterns, autopsies and deceased show signs of pulmonary edema, a condition where the lungs fill with fluid and create a painful sensation of suffocating or drowning. Despite the clear problems with lethal injection executions, there is no evidence that executions using nitrogen would be any more humane. A botched nitrogen injection or execution could lead to a slow, painful death by asphyxiation, or even leave the individual alive but in persistent vegetative state. Alabama's plan to supply nitrogen through a mask worn by Smith also poses a risk to others in the execution chamber, including Smith's spiritual advisor, Reverend Jeff Hood. I don't know who the hell that is, but he's the guy. He's going to be doing it. This is the most inept, unqualified. This is Reverend Jeff Hood here. Here we go. This is the most inept, unqualified, unprofessional execution squad in the country. And they think they're going to go out and do this once in the nutshell and box you, and without a hitch? Head said in an interview. Kenny's facing this torture of uncertainty throughout all this. I think it's cruel and unusual in any punishment in human history. That, guys, when Reverend Jeff Hood shows up to put some passion, some stank on it, you go along for the ride. Smith, who also, along with lawyers, did not respond to requests for comment, previously told NPR that he is terrified by the prospect of being killed with nitrogen gas. I've been doing time for 35 years now, guys. 35 years. I was way off. And I've tried to place myself in my brother's shoes. And when they're around the corner and they're going through this, but nothing's prepares you for this. The anxiety and the stuff starts building up before you even get your date. And now that you're approaching that time, the anxiety starts to build. And yeah, there's a mental trauma that I never realized until I was going through that. Look at this guy. That's Kenneth Smith. Survived a botched lethal injection in 2022. Scheduled to become the first to be executed by nitrogen gas, Kenneth Smith. He survived. This is unbelievable. Oh, goodness. Had Smith's trial taken place today, he would not have received a death sentence. There we go. In 2017, Alabama became the last state to ban judges from overriding jury recommendations to impose death sentences. However, like many criminal justice reforms, the change was not applied retroactively, and Smith remained on death row. Can I ask you guys a question? Let's see. Who is the judge who decided to give a stricter sentence? You know, because maybe there's something else there. Like, why did they do that? The jury said, put him in jail for life, and they said, no, we're going to kill him. What would make that judge decide to not listen to the jury and do their own thing? And not only that, put this man to death. Like, I'd love to know if there's some sort of entanglement there, you know? That just seems very odd to me. This guy was like, okay, yeah, my bad, I'll go to jail for 35, 40, 50 years, whatever. It's like, no, we're going to murder you for what you did. So there's probably more here, but I don't know if I should read it all. It'll just take forever. This is like a 9. Look at that. There's like 74 pages. No, I'm sorry. We're not doing it all. Listen, buddy, I gave you a good 10 minutes here, Kenneth. You know, it's more time than they gave you in Alabama to appeal your case. So anyway, you know, that's where we are. I think that's enough news for the day, guys. We got through it. We did it. I want to play you guys that new song I was telling you about. So this is exciting stuff. What I did was I went in and I added another part to Touch the Stars. I've not listened to this yet. I don't know how it's going to go. Don't know if it sounds good. But my thought was listening through to this once may give me some other sparks of ideas on other instruments I can add in order to fill this song out and make it a full production. I'm thinking even more background vocals besides what's just inside the main part. Maybe even singing the vocals again as a second voice just to have it kind of layered in the back. Lots of things I'm kind of rolling around in my head I'm not really sure what to do with yet. But I want you to hear the newest version of Touch the Stars. This, my friends, is Touch the Stars with an additional BeatSeat added in. Hope you enjoy it. I hope it sounds okay.
I wanna touch the stars before I come back down. I wanna touch the stars. I'll take you away touch the stars before I come back down. You're on your own. Say goodbye to it all for now. Find yourself in Pueblo, Colorado, yeah. Up in the clouds and climbing high. I wanna touch the stars before I come back down. I wanna touch the stars. No looking back, no. The sun is setting, the moon is shining down. I wanna touch the stars before I come back down. I wanna touch the stars. You touch the stars before you come back down to planet. I wanna touch the stars before I come back down. You wake up in the morning, come the rising sun. You take me away again. You take me on another ride. I wanna touch the stars before I come back down. I wanna touch the stars before I come back down. I wanna touch the stars before I come back down. Oh, I wanna touch the stars before I come back down. I wanna touch the stars before I come back down. Oh, I wanna touch the stars before I come back down. I wanna touch the stars before I come back down. I wanna touch the stars, yeah, yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Before I come back down. Oh, I wanna touch the stars before I come back down.
Woo. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna keep working on that. Ghost, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Please head to YouTube so you can see all of this stuff. There are 209 songs on iTunes and Spotify, but there's over about 400 songs almost on the YouTube playlist, on the Mark Pires music playlist. We write songs every single day here. The morning is comedy news, play a couple songs for you, get ourselves kind of inspired to get into the day, and then nighttime we get together for some laughs and some music. So join us when you can, 9 a.m. or 9 p.m., whatever time works best for you guys. It's been an absolute pleasure hanging out with you guys. I hope that you have an awesome day. Please keep me in mind if you have any real estate leads at all on the buy or the sell side. That is what I do during the day. I've been doing it for 15 years. I love selling real estate. So I'm at the beginning of the year. I'm trying to build out my Rolodex of new clients. Real estate, we always talk about, it's an interesting business because you always have to recreate yourself after every single transaction. So I'm at a point right now, I'm recreating a new set of listings and clients on the buy side. So keep me in mind. I can help. I can take you anywhere in the Connecticut or the New York area to look at property. Outside of that, I can help you with an agent. I can find you an awesome agent. It costs you nothing at all to do this. So just reach out to me. Send me a message on YouTube. You can hit the show from today or any show and just leave a comment if you need any assistance. My email is easy too. It's mp@markpires.com. And I'll be back later for some more people. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you could leave a comment after, let me know what your favorite part of the show was today. Maybe it was a story. Maybe it was the song. Whatever it is, let me know. Because, am I even in the right spot here? Trying to see if we can open up the stream. Nope. Let's do this. Going back in. Going back in. Here we go. So, my awesome friends, if you could do me a favor, make sure you hit that like on the way out. Barella, my friend. Let's see, I got E.T., you rock. Barella, you rock. Ellen Gale Townsend, you rock. Modoc Roughstock rocks. Pamela Swan rocks. Renee Woods rocks, of course. Ghost over here on TikTok rocks. We're hoping we get Ghost over to the YouTube channel because that's where we hang. Muba, how are you, my friend? And DB Lock. D-Block. Guys, YouTube the show if you can. I'll be back later at 9 p.m. and every day, 9 a.m., 9 p.m., we do it. And if you have a story you want me to do or a chasing history story you want me to go back and look in the past and bring you one of these stories to life, I could do that. Just let me know. This show is about live creation. I'm always here without a script just to let this moment take us somewhere. Today it was live breaking comedy news. Hope you enjoyed it. Please share and leave a comment afterwards. I will see you for the nighttime show. Until then, thank you for watching. Pamela, kill it and grill it. Barella, Helen, I love it. You guys are the best. Thank you for being here. E.T. kicking it. You guys are awesome. Have an awesome day. I'll be back later. Content coming at you, though, so keep your eyes out. You got to go away, go away, go away.